Go get it. If you want it, don't sweat it, homie, go get it. If you trying it and it gets you down, don't let it. Take it from me, man, I've been around, don't sweat it. It's all better when you go for this. If I want something, I'ma go get it. At first it be all struggle, then it's all credit. See, back in the day, getting on was mad hectic. Looking for my start in hip-hop like Cedar and Sedgwick. I knew I loved music, ideas sparked the fuse lit. I had talent and knew it, but had yet to prove it.
Lee, where you going?
I'm going to exercise my right.
You're going to what?
I'm going to exercise my right.
Your right to what? Party?
Right to vote.
Your right to vote?
He's still an undecided voter. I mean, who you going to vote for when you go in there?
Well, as his attorney, you don't have to answer that.
As your attorney?
You don't have to answer that question as an attorney. We don't incriminate him. That's his, his right not to say that. But he's going to vote, though. So y'all got him. You know what I mean?
That's the most important thing. He's going to vote.
Who is it, TMZ?
You know what? Let me address this one time. Because I was a little worried that some of my friends were going to take my campaign in the wrong way. Because I got friends in the Conservative Party. Rob Davis, Rocco Chapong. I heard. I don't know if it's official, if he's in the party now. I got friends in the Liberal Party. You follow what I'm saying? I heard my homeboy was being recruited by a Liberal Party.
A little bit.
I said if they cut the check, why not?
A little bit.
Okay.
They made a call.
You know what I mean?
My phone wasn't on, though, at the time.
I know some pretty hot girls in the Green Party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I be trying to get green every now and then when I'm chilling at UFT. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter which party you're really standing for. Just make sure they're standing for you.
We are live. This is DeWitt Lee, 2010 mayor candidate for the great city of Toronto. You see I'm representing. This is not liberal red. This is Canadian hip hop. It's legit red. You see my brother over there. We're here in our voting district in our riding, and you see the X marks the spot. When you see this bright yellow, that means you're in the right place to exercise your right. We're gonna go inside here and place a vote for hip hop.
How did you find out where you have to vote this morning? What method did you use?
Well, actually, we created a website, a special website called voterelection.info.
No, for the location?
Right, for the location. Right, so this website has all the information on all the parties, but it also has information to the national website, election.ca. So you're able to click that link, type in your postal code, and actually find out where all your voting destinations are.
Okay.
But here we are right now on a March to freedom almost. I mean, we want our cause. We want to fight to make sure our voice is heard. And we actually had to walk. It felt like 3 kilometers to get here. But we put in that work because it's that important. It's that important. So here we are. We're about to get inside.
C.H.I.L. Chill.
So yeah, just do the right thing for the country, everybody. Vote NDP.
Is this sly little bug?
Yeah.
I told you it was a march, y'all. I told you we was deep coming to vote.
You
know what I'm saying?
NDP's the only way. William Morris. Congratulations. You are part of painting the face of Canada's future.
DeWitt Lee is a powerhouse. You see, if a party takes on DeWitt Lee, then they're guaranteed a certain amount of extra votes. It's just business. You see what I'm saying? It's like if you buy Tim Hortons, you're guaranteed extra customers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're guaranteed to make guaranteed to make a certain amount of money, right? So any party that gets with Lee or Lee gets with, they're already going to have Lee's following. Because basically Lee got a little street nation.
How many votes did he get?
Well, basically there's 2,000 votes under coming 5th place. So he came in the top quarter. So he really surprised people. That's out of about almost 50 people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually crazy, considering he's basically a cat from the hood. You know what I mean?
Hands down, I believe the NDP had their hand on the pulse of this election. I believe, and that doesn't happen overnight. And I believe that they're able to connect with the community the way they have is because they've been part of the community. You know, when you try to manufacture something overnight for an emergency election, you fall flat. And it looks like the Liberal Party is really shaping up to fall into that category on not paying attention. You get caught off guard. This is an emergency election, so they are caught off guard, and that's why the NDP has found themselves very close to pulling this off.
What do you think about the Conservative Party?
Well, you know what? Stephen Harper is a brother in Christ of mine, so you know what? I wanted to support him. I believe Christians need to really vote Christian. I really think that needs to be one of your voting criteria. And you know what? He goes to a great church in Calgary, and I would have loved to support it, the conservatives. I mean, I'm a moral junkie, man. I got Bible on me right now, so you know, you start talking the Bible, you got my attention. But we have to serve the people, and I believe the NUP can handle that from here.
So you're saying that you don't support the jails over youth centers that Stephen Harper is promoting?
Of course not.
You don't think that making more prisons is a solution to young offenders?
I tell you what, it's not about the prisons that you build, it's about what takes place in those prisons. And that's the problem. You can build as many prisons as you want, but if you're not applying and actually trying to resurrect those people and prepare them to be citizens in this country, you're wasting money.
So
we got to roll.
As our mayor, this question.
Yes.
You got some money to spend. We're dealing with youth issues. Are you going to build a youth center, or are you going to build a youth prison?
I tell you what, I'll build a prison and a youth center all in one. And the people from the youth center can take a walk through the prison so they can get an idea on how crazy it is and how much you give away by making a mistake, by living on the wrong side of the law.
Thanks for the forked answer. You got a great tongue there. Can we get an A or B, please?
That's what I think.
You got enough money to build one. What are you going to build first?
I want to build both. I believe if people knew what took place inside of prisons, I think a lot of kids will elect to go.
Do you think we need more prisons or we need more youth centers?
Youth centers. Pre-vote powwow. Freedom Time, a.k.a. Mr. NDP. I figured you'd be in orange today, Doug.
Well, we got to keep it a little incognito so that we can be able to get close enough to the people to influence them without fully giving it our way.
You know what? You've taken it further than I've ever seen a citizen take it standing alone. Like a lot of times people get really active, that's because they're connected to it.
Yeah.
But you have taken such an initiative to get the word out. What really inspired you about the NDP that made you really be so vocal about that?
Well, I've always been totally straight up. I checked out the three leaders. Leader of the Conservatives, leader of the Liberals, and leader of the NDP. And truthfully speaking, I said Jack Layton is the better leader of the three. Truthfully speaking, at that time in which I checked, which is about 3 weeks ago, even though I knew Jack Layton was the better leader, I thought that I had to make a Liberal vote. When the polls started to change, did I realize now's our chance to actually elect who I want to elect, and not who I'm being strategic. I can actually vote for who I want to vote for, and it's going to count. You see, most of the time people want to vote NDP, but they're afraid of throwing away their votes because NDP usually doesn't have a strong enough support system in Ontario, which affects their numbers. But with that situation in Quebec, it really changed a lot of things. And NDP has a very strong Ontario team, not to mention across the country, and the numbers have changed. And so now is the time to pull the trigger I would say. I thought I have to wait a few years. I was telling some of my friends, you have to wait until the next election to vote NDP. But no, the time is now.
Well, right now, I'm walking to my local voting station. And I'm going to vote. Seeing the red and blue signs, which I see a lot of them, got me feeling like I'm in a war zone. Taking the temperature. This ain't no ordinary suburb division of Toronto. You're at Jane and Chicheway, where Jane changes Chicheway into Denison Road. This is not a joke, folks. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm not even here to tell you about it. Do your own research. But this is where my polling station is. And this is where I'm coming to vote. Now, I don't see my signs.
That's why you brought signs.
Over here. But yes, I did bring signs.
Yeah, I do.
You went there? Who did you vote?
NDP.
Okay, God bless you. Tell everybody.
NDP got the people.
Hotep, One Love, Ross King, Frame Time Magazine. Doing what I said I was going to do. I'm voting. And I voted NDP. Why you voting?
Why I'm voting? Because there's people who fought for this. There's people all over the world who's fighting for this. So for me to dismiss this responsibility, which is being secrecy, hence the cardboard shelter they stick you under. So here I am, voting. A few names here. It's pretty simple. It's actually pretty old school here. Paper and pen. Yeah, I love it. Now I researched all these candidates very extensively, and I feel very confident about making my decision, as you should too.
Who you voting for, though, DeWitt?
He didn't want to tell you, but he voted how we voted.